Hi. Today we're going to read In a Jar by Deborah Marcero. Llewellyn was a collector. He collected things in jars. Can you see Llewellyn down here? He's got his jar, and he's collecting things in the jar over here. It looks like he's collecting autumn leaves. When he held a jar and peered inside, Llewellyn remembered the wonderful things he had seen and done. And he loved to look inside his jars after he had collected things. He collected small, ordinary things, like buttercups, feathers, and heart-shaped stones. One night, the sunset painted the sky the color of light tart cherry syrup. Llewellyn ventured down to the shore with as many jars as he could carry. A little girl named Evelyn was there too. Can you see the sunset and how pretty the water is and the sky? When he was done, he gave a jar to Evelyn. Evelyn took the jar home, and to her surprise, it glowed through the night with the memory of the sunset. From then on, Llewellyn and Evelyn collected things together. They collected things hard to hold, like rainbows, the sound of the ocean, and the wind just before the snow falls. They collected things you might not think would even fit into a jar, but somehow they did. They collected the wonders of winter. How many things can you see on these pages that are wonders of winter? Snow, and they're snowshoeing there and throwing snowballs and building ice skating, doing all sorts of fun things in the snow. The newness of spring. They're picking up snails down here, and they see the ducks swimming, the mama fox and the baby fox. There's so many things that they see. A thunderstorm, things that are celebrate the newness of spring, and the long days and the shadows of summer. What can you see down here on the bottom that they're collecting in their jars? It's something that we have here, and that is lightning bugs or fireflies. Over time, all of their jars filled the walls of Llewellyn's house. Can you see all of those jars on the walls? There's lots of them with all sorts of things in them. But one day, Evelyn had sad news. Her family was moving to a new town. Too soon, it was time to say goodbye. Can you see Evelyn in the car waving goodbye? And here is Llewellyn down here on the street waving bye. With Evelyn gone, Llewellyn's heart felt like an empty jar. One night, Llewellyn lay awake. Falling stars glittered against the dark sky. He wondered if Evelyn could see them too, and that gave him an idea. Llewellyn tiptoed out into the moonless night and collected a meteor shower in the jar. The next day, he prepared a package, and he mailed it, took it to the post office, it went in an airplane, and it went to Evelyn's new home. When the box arrived and Evelyn opened the jar, the stars in the night sky fell around her. Evelyn knew just what to do. She collected the sounds, the crowds, and the bright lights of her new home, and sent them all to Llewellyn. And so, when the golden leaves of autumn began to fall once again, Llewellyn set out to collect a jar full for Evelyn. Now he's once again collecting leaves, autumn leaves. A little boy named Max was there too. Luckily, Llewellyn had brought an extra jar. The end. I wonder who's going to go with Llewellyn now on his adventures of collecting things in jars. Could it be Max? Maybe you have a special friend. I hope you do. And I hope you enjoyed this book. The end.